Panik, 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 Panik. Who should I show my poem to first? Natsuki. Du, Natsuki ist mehr nebenbei. Deswegen hoffe ich, dass sie mich vielleicht ein bisschen vorbereitet auf das, was vielleicht kommt. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair if I shared mine with her first. Okay. Scared Flipper, if you're not going to take this job seriously, then go home. What? Harsh. What, you expect me to believe you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put in effort. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Painful to think about? Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you, you'll probably think it's stupid. I probably have panic. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. This is exactly the same as before. Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing is to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Ich will nach Hause. Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Didn't expect it from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki's feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Panik, Panik. Nein, ich will nicht zu Monika. Oh Gott, Alter. Ich weiß nicht, wie lange das noch so weitergeht und ich weiß... Erlebe ich die ganze Story jetzt einfach nochmal und am Ende hängt sich irgendwer anders auf? Bis ich der Einzige bin und mich dann selber umlege und das war's? Sitze ich da so, ein Club. Oh, ein Literaturclub, das wäre doch was Lustiges, oder? Oh Gott, Alter. Und jedes Mal werden die Jumpscares schlimmer. Oh nein, oh nein, oh nein, oh nein. Monika. Ah! Hi, Skirt Flipper. Having a good time so far? No! No! Good, glad to hear it, I believe. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions, for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Let me go home! Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? No! It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Scat Flipper. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Great job, Scat Flipper. I was going in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not so sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know, that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is just totally detached from reality. I don't mean that like it's a bad thing though. But sometimes I get the impression that she's just totally given up on people. Huh? I mean, she spends so much time in her own head that it's probably a much more interesting place for her. But that's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She must be really starved for social interaction, so don't blame her for coming on a little strongly. Like earlier. I think if she gets too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing and looking for alone time. Suddenly, the door opens. Yuri! She looks normal, okay? I'm back. Did I miss anything? Not really. Well, we all started sharing our poems with each other. Eh? Already? I'm sorry for being late. No need to apologize. We still have plenty of time, so I'm more glad that you took all the time you needed. Alright. Thanks, Monica. I suppose I should go get my poem now. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims not to be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Ah! Ah, FM was neu. Okay, cool. Hole in the wall, but he wasn't looking at me. Oh, es geht weiter, ein Sequel. Oh Gott. Wir erinnern uns, Hole in the Wall, Episode 1. Sie guckt durch ein Loch. Und wie rum war's? Sie guckt gar nicht rein, sondern sie guckt raus und er guckt rein. But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glanced at my surroundings, but my burned eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in this room? Are they talking? Or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling playing tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen. Okay, sie ist offensichtlich in einem kleinen Raum, die Wände werden enger und dieser kleine Raum ist ihr Leben und das Einzige, was sie aus diesem enger werdenden Raum retten kann, ist die Welt der Gedichte, in die sie sich flüchtet und das, ja, Pen. So, what do you think? I think I'm fucking scared. It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not... Oh god, epiphany. Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Let me go home. Should I show my poem to next? Okay, Judy, panic. As Judy reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. Yeah? What was that? Did I say that out loud? Judy first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. I can't enjoy it any longer. He's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. Yeah? That's... I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Oh, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Yeah? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah. Okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognized in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thoughts, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice, and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me or to Natsuki. Ich hab's gerade ungefähr geschafft, einmal durchzuatmen und jetzt habe ich einen Gedanken. Beziehungsweise eine Frage. Ich werde weiter auf Yuri gehen und zu gucken, wie sich ihre, wenn ich so weit komme, wie sich ihre Szenen verändern. Dazu muss ich aber fragen, inwieweit zu der Sache mit Sayori, die dich ja aufgehangen hat. Was wäre gewesen, wenn ich die Natsuki Road gegangen wäre? Was wäre gewesen, wenn ich die Sayori Road gegangen wäre? Inwieweit hätte das beeinflusst? Und was wäre, wir hatten 3 Gedichte, die ich verfasst habe. Mittwoch, Donnerstag, Freitag. Was wäre, wenn ich einmal Sayori, einmal Natsuki und einmal Yuri habe? Mit jeder eine Szene. Was ist dann? Ich habe Angst davor, einen zweiten Durchlauf zu machen, aber ich bin auch interested. Ja, that. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a Literature Club? Ah! Angst! Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers, I flicker back. Alles wie damals. I'm sorry if I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Eh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Ja, das bin ich. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about the ghost at all, Flipper. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in the last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. Eh? It's nothing, really. Yours was impressive too, so... Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Flipper. Me too. Panic. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. I feel you now. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they are just being nice, there's no way my poem can stand up to theirs. Ich krieg immer wieder ganz kurz so ein Gefühl, als wenn die Musik wieder richtig schief einsetzt. Und dann wieder normal ist. Es ist voll weird. Ich weiß nicht, ob das wirklich so ist oder ob ich mir das einbilde. This is a Literature Club after all. Ich hab Angst. I sigh. Ich hab Angst. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Gleich kommt wieder Monika. Ich hab Angst. Across the room, Monika is writing something in a notebook. Okay? Das hat sie letztes Mal nicht gemacht, oder? Ich hab Angst. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. Achso, jetzt hat sie mit Sayori gesprochen, ne? Ich glaube schon. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What was this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. Ja, bitte, ich möchte gerne. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple Vorschläge. If I was looking for Vorschläge, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Monica liked it. And Skadflipper did too. So based on that, I'm glad to give you some Vorschläge of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And Skadflipper liked my poem too, you know? He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Panic. Aw, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Skadflipper appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Skadflipper started showing up. Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little...
This doesn't involve you, witch. Leave.
Taking out your... das ist Yuri.
Oh God! Oh, help! Insecurities! You really act as Natsuki!
Me, look who's talking, you wanna be
Oh God!
Sayori ist nicht da. Look who's talking, you wanna be edgy, bitch? Edgy? My lifestyle is too much for someone of your mental age to comprehend. See? Just saying and proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves after they graduate middle school, you know? If you want to prove anything, to stop everything out of your sickly attitude. You think you can contribute to your text, but I just cute. The only cute thing about you is on your heart to try. Be careful, you might cut yourself on that edge, Yuri. Oh my bad, you ugly dude. Oh God! Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? What the fuck is wrong with your head? Yeah, go on. That's Skadflipper here, everything you really think. I'm sure he'll be head over heels for you after this. Suddenly Yuri turns toward me as if she's not totally understanding there. Skadflipper, she's just trying to make me look bad. Run for off! That's not true! She started it. How did you get to up there? When I give it so... Nein, ich will das nicht tun! Hör auf, lass es aufhören! Ah! Natsuki, Yuri! Nein, stop it! Ah! Oh nein! Ah! Geh weg, du Monster! Ich hasse dich! Geh weg! Ich krieg dich weg! Monika, hau ab! Nein, geh weg! Why don't we step outside for a little bit? Okay, lass mich raus! Ich will weg! Ich will nach Hause! Ich will wieder Evil Within spielen oder irgendwas anderes Gruseliges, aber nicht das hier! Oh Gott! Oh Gott! Oh Gott! Oh, sorry about that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Some president I am, right? I can't even confront my own club members completely. I just wish I was able to be a little more selfish sometimes, but I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with me, with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead. Oh my God. Suddenly, like, outside of the classroom. Okay. Wasn't expecting her to cry. Alright. Calm down. Access the situation. Du schwitzt, dir ist heiß, du hast Panik, like fuck. Oh Gott. Oh Gott. Oh Gott. Ich erinnere mich an die Tage, wie ich hier aufrecht saß und diesen Text rezitiert habe. Und jetzt verstecke ich mich bin so runtergerutscht, dass ich mich versuche, hinter meiner Decke zu verstecken. So mit Decke die Straight Line zwischen Augen und Bildschirm zu durchtrennen. Das ist Wahnsinn. Okay. Oh Gott, Natsuki, hey. Wir haben jetzt nicht so auf dem besten Fuß angefangen und du hast direkt am zweiten Tag verweigert, mir dein Gesicht zu zeigen, aber please don't cry. Das ist schon traurig irgendwie, bitte hör auf. She quickly runs away. Ich will jetzt nicht Judy sehen. Oh dear. Well, it looks like they're done. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Judy is rocking back and forth on her desk with her palms on her forehead. And looking like a psychopath, of course. Judy? I didn't mean it. Ich dachte gerade, dieser Schatten zwischen ihren Bubas und direkt unter der Schleife wäre kein Schatten, sondern etwas Rotes. Oh Gott. I didn't mean it. Was hast du gesagt? Was ist... Oh Gott. I believe you. I have no idea what Judy might have said to Natsuki. Or did. Oh Gott. Skirt flipper. Please don't hate me. I'm considering things, you know. Please. I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Judy. No, it's fucking not. Oh God. We know you didn't mean it. Mean what? Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it by tomorrow. Fuck off. Completely. Oh God. Anyway, the meeting is over, so you can go home now if you want. Don't trick me with your side eye. No, 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 no. Judy looks at me like she wants to say something. Please don't. I'm terrified of everything. But she keeps glancing at Monika. You can go first, man. Nein, lass mich nicht mit dir alleine! I mean, no, ich will das nicht mehr. Monika sag ich schon. Judy, unsere Zeit ist vorbei. Unsere Zeit hat geendet nee. Nee. Solange wir uns nicht irgendwo hinsetzen und Schokolade teilen, ist ganz, nee. You can go first, Monika. Ich hab Panik. I'd like to stay a little bit longer. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. Well, I'm vice president, so I'm hereby kicking you out. Please let me take that responsibility today. It kind of sounds like you don't want me around for something, Judy. It's not that. I didn't get too much of a chance to discuss my book with Skirt Flipper. It will just be embarrassing with you listening. I guess I don't really have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing trouble, but I really... Depression, hopeless, dark, massacre, unstable, disaster, after image, tragedy, unrequited, anger, disoriented, eternity, infinite, ja bitte, mehr davon, oh Gott, Misfortune, es hat sich kurz bewegt. Was genau sehe ich da? Sind das alle? Oder ist es nur Judy? Ich habe keine Ahnung. Misfortune. Disarray? Extreme. Oh Gott. Dream? Fuck, Alter. Horror! Das Wort, von dem ich nicht genau weiß, was es bedeutet.